Okay, here we are in quarter two of English 12. And so before we start, I just want to do some, kind of review of what's in the course and what this course will look like. So this is a really important introduction to watch. First of all, you'll notice at the very top of the course, I've added some information about what is required as far as supplies. Make sure that your computer has a webcam and microphone because you're going to need that this quarter, like last quarter, especially if you are using your own computer. Make sure that you click here and make sure that you are meeting all the requirements on your personal computer. We also need a hard copy of A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. This, as long as it's an unabridged version, it's very easy to find. I don't need you to get any specific version as long as it's unabridged and it has the whole novel there. So you can get that at the library. You can buy it. I have a link here for one on Amazon that's like $3. Or you can go into the office and pick it up if you haven't already. So make sure you have that ASAP because we're starting on that in the first week. Excuse me. Okay, so I just wanted to also show you some things in the navigating the course section because this will be really important for you to see this quarter. First of all, I do have a full text version of A Tale of Two Cities. So if you don't have your hard copy yet, you can start by reading it here. And it will also be an Actively Learn, but it's really nice to have a hard copy of the novel when you're reading such a long piece of literature. It's not fun to read it all on a computer screen, but you can get started here. Also, I have the audio version of A Tale of Two Cities. A lot of you used this last quarter with The Merchant of Venice, and you would read along with the audio. This is a great way to go, and so I would suggest you use that. This resource here has chapter summaries of A Tale of Two Cities. It's a really excellent resource from Shmoop, and we'll go chapter by chapter with videos and instruction and short summaries to help you if you're missing something and needs extra support. Here's an introduction to A Tale of Two Cities and also the film version of A Tale of Two Cities. Some of you noticed last quarter that when you watched the film, that really helped you understand Shakespeare better. If you like watching movies first, you can watch this here. I personally like to read the book before watching the movie because I think the movies ruin it for me. And this film version, you will notice, goes way out of order of the book, but it also is helpful to if you're struggling and want to kind of get an overall picture of what's going on in the story. There's a glossary of literary terms. We're going to do a lot with literary terms this quarter. And then these are just the resources that we have every year or every quarter. This one here I'm going to move up. I wanted to talk about this. This is called Student Created Resources for A Tale of Two Cities. These are resources created by my students last year. So I told them, if you were, as you're reading the novel, tell me what you wish you would have known. Make a resource so that you can teach the next generation of students what you wish you would have known about the chapter. So this has some really good stuff in it from students to you to help you understand the chapters. So that's up here in the navigating the course section. I encourage you to look back to this often. Okay, so let's move on to week one. In week one, if you're a new student, you will be joining Actively Learn. If you were here last quarter, don't worry about that. And you will just have your same login in Actively Learn, but we'll be using it a lot this quarter as well. Everyone will need to take the STAR reading exam again. We need to take this every quarter, so just make sure you do your best, and this will give us a good idea of where you need to be placed this quarter, or if you need some additional reading support. The next thing we're going to be moving on to kind of a background of Charles Dickens and A Tale of Two Cities. So you'll watch this biography and read these resources about the French Revolution and Charles Dickens and figurative language. And then we just have one assignment, but don't be fooled, it actually takes a while. We're reading the first 6 chapters of A Tale of Two Cities and completing the required activities in this assignment. So it's 6 chapters with questions, and you'll be asked to do some a lot of work within there. There's videos. So this one assignment, it looks like there's just one assignment, but it probably will take several hours to complete. So make sure you spend the time needed for that. And this year, this quarter, we'll also have check your understanding quizzes like we did last quarter. And the way I've done this quarter is, instead of putting 6 separate check your understanding links in week 1, I'm just linking to the check your understanding quizzes. So you open this, and here are 6 different check your understanding quizzes for the 6 chapters that you're reading. Now remember on this that the way that this is set up, you enter your answers the best that you can. They're short answers, and then click submit. What you will see is that you will probably fail every single question. You will say that you got 0 because your answer doesn't exactly match the correct answer. Once you submit it, though, possible correct answers will pop up. You can compare what you've written to those possible correct answers just to make sure that you're on the right track. Remember that these check your understanding quizzes are a review. They are not worth points, and they're just there to help you. But students who do these check your understanding quizzes do much better on the actual quizzes, so make sure that you take them. Okay, that's it for week 1. Oh, the other thing I wanted to show you is, if you jump to the very bottom of the course, so it will look like after week 9, week 10, this is where there's a complete list of all the check your understanding quizzes for every single chapter. So they're all just down there. That makes it so that it's each week looks cleaner and it doesn't have a million check your understanding quizzes. So that was the reason for that. So let me know if you have any questions. Sorry for this long intro. I'll try to keep the others short, but I think this one was really important. So let me know if you have any questions, and again, welcome to quarter 2.